Hi, welcome to Mama's plant-based kitchen. I am going to show you how I make meatloaf out of leftovers. So this is very easy to do and very convenient because when you got a refrigerator full of rice and beans and just different things like that and you don't know what am I going to make out of this, sometimes I make soup out of it. But today I'm going to make a meatloaf out of it. So yeah, I hope you're having a wonderful day. I took 5 mushrooms and I'm just using a pan here that I'm going to cut the mushrooms up. You can either slice these or you can break them up smaller than what I am, but I noticed that it doesn't really matter because I'm going to be stirring it up and it'll just break in, and as it cooks they just turn out really good. So yeah, you can make leftovers out of all your foods that you have throughout the week. You could take and freeze up some of your leftovers, and then at the end of the week, just bake it all together. This is a plant-based kitchen, so everything's basically just plant-based. So it all goes together pretty much. Sometimes I'll even have some noodles in it, and it turns out really good too. Today I think I have rice, brown rice, in my meatloaf today. Okay, and then these are some pizza peppers that my husband grew in his grow room, and he said, why don't you put some pizza peppers in the hamburgers tomorrow, because I was going to make hamburgers, but I decided to make a meatloaf out of it instead. And I thought, oh yeah, that'll add some flavor. So, very good pizza peppers. And you just want to cut it up. You don't have to get them real small. Just dice them up, and as small as you like to eat your peppers. Once they're cooked, it doesn't really matter anyway, because when you bite into it, it's all cooked and real nice, and gives you a kind of like a little chunky taste. But just throw it in your pan, just like I'm doing. This is the pan that I'm going to bake my meatloaf in. Oh, it's a little big. And then I'm using a red onion here. I already cleaned it and took the outer stuff off of it. That way you didn't have to watch everything. This is how I cut up my onions when I put them in meats. I used 1 small red onion. They call these red onions, but I think they're purple. What do you guys think? This is red. That looks like purple. I'm just going to say purple onion. Or any kind of onion you like. A lot of times I'll use sweet onions. And so any kind of onion that you want to put in your food. And then so now you can see that I got it all in there. I'm going to set this to the side. Then I took a can of black beans, and this has no salt added, and I poured it in this bowl and I squished them as good as you can with a fork. Just squish them down. Now if you didn't buy the ones that didn't have salt in it and you don't want to use the salt, you can rinse these and then just add some liquid to it, like either vegetable broth or half a cup of water or something like that. But I'm just going to go ahead and use this today. Then I have 2 flax eggs. So if you use eggs, you can use 2 eggs. Just pour it in your beans. Mix it around. And then I'm going to put some stick carrots, about a half a cup of stick carrots. Carrots are good for you, so you want to add them as much as you can in some of your foods. And I find in baking any of my foods like this, I can add any kind of carrot to it. Sometimes I'll have some cooked carrots, but if I don't, I'll just add these organic stick carrots. And I put a half a cup in here. And that's good. That's good, because we eat carrots all the time. What I have in this little bowl here is I have a half a cup of oats. They're rolled oats, old-fashioned. I have a half a tablespoon of turmeric. I have just a pinch of pepper. I have a half a teaspoon of garlic powder and a teaspoon of onion powder. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and mix that in my beans. And that's just to keep all this together, along with my leftovers that I have. Okay, and here I have rice, and I have some beans in here too. And we had tacos yesterday. So this is a little bit of pinto beans left over, a little bit of salsa, a little bit of corn, and then there's like, a cup of rice. So this is just leftovers. So you can kind of eyeball it, with your leftovers, because I don't know what you're gonna have. So like I told you before, sometimes I have noodles, sometimes I have barley. Like I said, this time I have the brown rice. And I'm going to put that inside the beans. And I might have needed a bigger bowl. I didn't think I'd need a bigger bowl because I didn't realize I had so many leftovers. But we're gonna just mix it around here. I hope you're having a wonderful day. It's about 5 a.m. in the morning here. And I've had a really good morning so far. So I'm glad of that. Wanted to show all of you the pretty apron I bought when I went out shopping a couple days ago. Isn't that pretty? I really liked it. I know we don't have many more days of baking in my kitchen before Christmas, but Christmas goes on with me. I mean, I don't take my tree down until the end of January, right before I decorate for Valentine's. When I start decorating for Valentine's, that's when my tree comes down. So, everybody's different, and it's okay. It's okay. So I'll be cooking with it on for a while yet. Okay. Then you just want to take and just kind of mash it into the stuff that you have cut up on the bottom of your pan. Oh, it looks so good and it smells so good. Okay. I have my oven preheated to 375. And the mushrooms will put off moisture too. And that's why you need to use a little bit of oatmeal, not much. Like I said, I only used a half a cup in this great big dish of rolled oats, old-fashioned rolled oats of your choice. I mean, you could use quick oats, I guess, too, but then you just kind of want to get it leveled. I do sometimes do black beans in the crock pot, and what I do with that is I soak them for 24 hours, and I change the water halfway in between, which I have told you all this before, but I'll just tell you again. And then after they soak the 24 hours, I put them on low for like 8 hours and high 6. So until they're nice and tender. You want your black beans to be nice and tender. And you can put whatever flavorings in that you want to. And just cook your black beans in a slow cooker all day. But I do like to soak my black beans, and I like to drain the water halfway in between the time, and then before I cook them, I drain the water again, rinse the beans, put them back in, put nice clean water, and start cooking. And you'll find your cooking times for your beans don't take as long when you soak them. All right. And then whatever kind of barbecue sauce that you like, I have the Bullseye barbecue sauce, and it's honey, because my family really loves the taste of this. I'm not real crazy about it, but my family loves it. And so then you just want to put this on the top of your food. And I just kind of just make sure I get enough on there so I can cover the whole thing. And they can always add ketchup, mustard, more of this if they want on their plate, whatever they want to do when they go to eat it. This is just a glaze over top of it. My kitchen will be smelling like barbecue in just about 20 minutes. You'll start, well, you won't smell it, but I will. You want to put it in for 35 minutes and then check on it. And at that point in time, I take the foil off and the parchment paper off, and then I bake it for another 10. And then I just shut the oven off, of course, and take the food out and get it ready to serve. Okay, and of course, because I'm baking this so early in the morning, because I want you guys to see what it looks like, I'll have to reheat it for lunch later. Okay. All right, y'all, this is what it looks like when it's done. I just got it out of the oven. You want to let it sit for about 15 minutes before you cut into it. All right, well, I hope I helped you with your leftovers through the week. And I hope you have a wonderful day today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the weekend. And we'll see you next time on Mama's Plant-Based Kitchen. Bye.